What's going on, everyone? It's Baba Will. Let's get right into it. But first, as always, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. Okay. Now, fatal attraction. How to handle fatal attraction, its effects, and remaining safe. Okay. Now, this is tied in with relationships, right? Okay. You know, from the perspective of a man being in a relationship with a woman who might be unstable. No, for the purpose of this video, we're going to say she's unstable, quite unstable. And the instability rises to the level of dangerous. Now, fatal attraction. You know, the man now has a certain perspective in how he's handling the relationship. He sees it a certain way. The person who he's dealing with, the lady, is dealing with other issues that, you know, where her perception is a lot different. It's a lot more heightened and borders on irrationality, right? So hence you have the irrational element that's causing her to be, you know, grossly attached to someone, and it's borderline. It's not even borderline. It's completely unhealthy. So now it's fatal. Fatal means, you know, something possibly even detrimental or even tragic. So when you are in a relationship with someone where, you know, they're exhibiting these types of behaviors, you know, fatal attraction, you know, the key word is to always remain safe. How do you remain safe? You distance yourself from the person, right? Well, sometimes it's not that easy, because a person can, you know, suffer from can also exhibit stalking tendencies. So how do you remain safe? What is it that you do? Why even get involved with someone who has these types of behaviors and mannerisms? What is it about you that's, you know, keeping you there? You know, you always have to kind of like check yourself and finding yourself in these types of situations. And it can be dangerous. It could be frightening for some people, especially some men who don't know how to handle it. You know, you might just, you know, you got together with someone and, you know, you didn't take it real serious. You know, you got intimate and everything, but the other party took it very serious. I mean, to the level where it's just unhealthy and dangerous. So how do you handle that? How do you handle that? What's the safest route? What's the healthiest, safest route? What boundary do you draw? You know, what do you do to keep yourself in a position where you're not harmed? And you know, for the sake of the other person, that they don't harm themselves or someone else or even you. What is it that you'll do? You have to think about these things. That's why it's important sometimes to know, be honest and upfront when you're dealing with people and, you know, explaining what is it that you want. Keep an open communication. Keep something going. Keep an understanding keep open communication so that there'll be an understanding. So things can be clear up front and there'll be no confusion. And people have the choice whether to say yay, they want to deal with the relationship in no matter what level it is, or nay, no, where they just, you know, you move on. But if you continue and, you know, the foundation is based upon deceit, is based upon lies, is based upon, you know, just illusion, then you're going to create problems and you're going to have issues where, you know, it can become devastating. The attractions can be fatal. So it happens. It happens. Sometimes you have to have law enforcement involved. You know, sometimes, you know, people, you know, when you're talking about instability of the mind, emotional dysregulation, etc., you couple that with, you know, affairs of the heart, it can create a lot of problems, a great deal of problems. So it's something that, you know, to keep in perspective and to keep in mind in pursuing and how you deal with encountering people in life and whatever it is that you choose to do. You know, what's on your mind. Sometimes you have to really put it out there and say what's on your mind up front as as a man, or even, vice versa. Let's switch the tables. If a woman is dealing with a man who, is also unstable emotionally, because it happens, and they're at a point. They're at a point where things are scary. Then it's good to let some of these things be said up front. Sometimes it doesn't even work like that, to be honest with you, because I don't have the answers. I'm gonna tell you right now, things could look real good in the beginning. Things could look real, almost like a dreamlike state, almost as if it's a fantasy. But then once those layers, you start peeling through those layers, and then you start to see the real truth of the nature of the person you're with, or the nature of the relationship, and how the levels of unhealthiness and toxicity, it has to be addressed. It has to be addressed, because it's about, wellness is important. Your health, your well-being overall, mental wellness, safety. It's important, and it's paramount. It's paramount. Sometimes you have to create distance too, and keep distance, and have, the law enforcement involved to help, again, keep you safe and keep the other party from harming you and your loved ones. Okay, so like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Don't forget to click the bell, which will let you know when I upload videos, so you can have a chance to view my content. All right, take it easy. Be well. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. Be well.